Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
How was your birthday?
It was good. It was good.
So what do we attribute this newfound freedom of time and re-engagement?
It's very different. I'm not sure exactly what to do with all of my time. I try to be very constructive with it. Currently working on my business plan, doing some lead generating, catching up on all the things that I haven't been able to do the last couple of months.
Get you in there in quick order. Get you another deal and get it to close.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see you back.
I'm happy to be here. Happy to be in the place where I feel like I need to be.
Good. It's all the calling.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lori.
Good morning. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I was just about to brush my teeth. I'm running a little behind this morning.
That's all right. You would not be the first person to brush your teeth on this call.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that way.
You would not be the first person to brush their teeth on this call.
I'm probably not.
I am sitting in front of a title company waiting on a client to bring me keys.
That does not sound fun.
No, I'd rather be in my office. But again, I'm always in my car, so realtor life. Yep. Good morning, Miss Sarah.
Good morning.
How are you this fine day?
My dog is fooling me. It's cold outside. I'm not.
It is not. It's 45 degrees.
I'm really a wuss. I always have been. So.
You and Heather.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I got disappointed when Alexa told me it was going to be 70 degrees for a high today. I was all, why? It's cold outside.
Damn you, Alexa.
Damn you. But, good morning, Miss Samantha.
Sorry, good morning.
Good morning. Driving to work?
Just driving.
Yep. I know how that is. Hey, look, it's 8 o'clock and Larry's here. Right on time. Good morning, Larry.
Why, yes, I am. Good morning.
How's everyone? How's your weeks? Good talk. At one point, I may have to step out, like literally just step out of the truck for a couple minutes and then come back in. But
you got a showing this morning?
No, I'm actually just waiting at title security for keys to a client.
Ah.
I'm helping Miss Robin out by getting the keys for her client. She's got a closing today, and they're doing title across the street from the office, so I told her I'd grab the keys.
Oh, there you go. Very cool.
It'll be the first time meeting them and the last time seeing them. So.
Hi, bye.
Hi, I'm Dan. Can I have your keys? I swear I'm not weird.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Annette. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Guten Tag. That's German for good day.
Guten Morgen, everyone.
Guten Morgen. Wie geht's? Is that it? Just stops at Guten Morgen? No?
I need a little encouragement, guys. Ezra got this Hot Wheels thing, and I'm just like trying to put it together, but we're going to get it, right? We can do it.
Yeah.
I've put together 1 billion of those. You've got this. It's
okay.
Fine.
Thanks,
You're
Sarah.
fine. And you know what? If the stickers don't go on straight, they don't care anyway.
Oh, good.
At least mine didn't. I was always the perfectionist, so I think you're.
I've learned by now that Stephanie is too a perfectionist, so those stickers will be perfect. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah. But Sarah, we
All right,
live on the southwest side in case you need to come over here because I can't even get the loops to connect. That's the problem. I'll figure it out.
Oh, the little bendy. Is it the orange and blue stuff?
Yeah, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks, in-laws.
We hate you.
I love it. Good morning, Stormy. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning,
Good
Cindy.
morning.
The crew's all here, also for the most part. The old trusty dusties, the ones that show up every day. I love it. You guys are consistent. The number one rule of real estate: show up.
You're in the car. Where are you going this morning?
Nowhere. I'm going crazy.
Uh-oh.
I'm just waiting across the street. I heard Santa Claus is gonna come bring me presents, so I want to sneak up on him. Yeah, I'm just waiting to get some keys from Title, and I'm disappointed to say that Title Security has taken out the big grass lawn in front of their building and put in parking spots. And because of COVID, I haven't been here to do signings in months.
I know, it's ugly.
It is. I'm like, I am parked right now where there used to be a big yard of grass. I dislike it. Well, oh well. COVID happens. All right, guys, it's Thursday. Let's talk about your weeks. What can we help you with? Thursday is usually our objection day because it gives you a couple of days to do some work, get some things moving, and then boom, we have some objections to handle. Let's go with it.
So I did a showing last night for these buyers who have a low budget, and it was a beautiful little flip house in a great location. There's like a park across the street, but it's too small.
So is their budget.
It is.
And that's the thing is we need to, I kind of, you copied me on that email, so I saw that. And that was my first thought, which is like, we really want to see it. And you told them up front, it's going to be small. Like, don't waste my time. And they're like, we want to see it anyways. And they're like, yeah, it really is too small. I think we need to sit them down and have another, like we did for, who was it? We had Amber. We asked Amber to redo the buyer consultation and sit them down and set expectations. They're looking for a pearl that it's either going to be too small or need too much work.
Right.
But you can still, you can go struggle and try to find a rental and have the same problem. It's going to be too expensive. It's going to be too small. But this way you own the house. That way you don't. So my advice to anyone that has a buyer that you are constantly showing properties to and not getting anywhere, sit them back down. And it's a simple conversation. It's reset expectations. So, because we get to a desperate point where we just start sending them things in that price point. We're like, I don't know. And then you'll find yourself wasting a lot of time. So reset, go back to center, start again. Good morning, Miss Bender.
Hey, Robin.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, good morning. I was gonna say that because like in my situation, we have to do a lot of appointments because not everyone's gonna end up buying a house, right? So in other words, like we set appointments, we have them, like if they're buyers, we sit down, we have them apply for a loan, and in some situations or sometimes they don't qualify for a loan, or in some situations they qualify for less money than they anticipated or had their mind stuck on because they were already looking at $300,000 homes, right? And they qualify for 200,000, right? So they were thinking 300 when in reality it's 200, and it makes it a little harder because of this market, right? Well, it's okay to show them some homes, and it's okay to maybe take the gas off, your foot off the pedal a little bit if there's nothing out there. Sometimes in some situations, people need to stay in their current situation, and then you need to just have a good follow-up game take care of them, and then 6 months they might qualify for more money, or something else might pop up within that 6 months that is in their budget or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Just like, maybe it's not today, maybe it's later, but don't, you know what I mean? Everyone's situation is a little different.
That's true. And the situation can change. Just these folks, I think they really do need to move. But they're looking for something that's not attainable for them in this market.
Yeah, that's most buyers, you know, I swear that's most buyers. So, it is what it is. You can only control what you can do, but make sure that you're also calling that next buyer, that next seller, right? And not being stuck on that one person, you know. And that's a good it's a good I always use that as an excuse to go knock on doors. So I'll be like, hey man, and because it's in reality, I swear to God, I did it in Vail when we were talking about it, and I went and started knocking on doors, and I seen they put up a brand new sign at this house. Called my buyer, said, hey, there's this house for sale. And they're like, oh yeah, they looked at it, and that's the one we're under contract now. We couldn't find her a house for 2 months already. More, actually.
Cool.
I hear
Another
that.
thing I do, Robin, is I just say, like, can you see yourself living here for 2 years or 3 years while you get that equity? And your next home is going to be exactly what you want. So it gets your foot in the door of home ownership, and that's our objective here, you know? And then they start building and they realize that this house may be good for right now, and then they can start working towards that next goal.
They even, standing in the living room yesterday, said they could see themselves living there.
Boom, there's your end. You know, you can see yourself living here. This is it. Live here for 2-3 years. And while you're building that equity, your next home is going to be incredible in everything that you want in terms of size, baby.
I think that would be a good scripting moment for us to work on. A good line. I love it. This is not your forever home. This is the for now home. Why would you want to stay building equity with someone else's home?
And they could even turn that one into a rental, and that house could actually pay the mortgage on their new house.
Yes.
So now they're building wealth and creating a legacy.
So it's good. It's Miss Robin. Hey, this is Big Dan over at Keller Williams. I wanted to follow up with you on that house we looked at yesterday. What were your thoughts?
What were your thoughts? Because I heard you say you could see yourselves living here.
I'm gonna leave it. Watch. What were your thoughts?
So we thought it was a really nice house. Everything's new, like we'd like. It's in a great location, but it's just really too small.
Really? That's surprising, because yesterday when we were in the living room, I heard you guys say that you could definitely see yourself living here.
That's true. We said that.
Now we know we've searched a lot of Tucson. We found a lot of houses out there that were within your price range. It needed a ton of work. This one had everything done. It was move-in ready, and it provided you guys a great place to start building some equity. Do you agree?
So we would be building equity because we'd be owning it instead of renting.
Right. I don't think a client would actually say that, but
no. Why would we?
But yeah, who's to know what they would say after that?
I know these clients.
No,
that's the thing is you would be building equity, because right now you're currently paying your sister's mortgage and paying into their future. It's time that you start doing that for your own. And I'm not asking you to love this house forever. What I'm asking you to do is date it for right now. We need to get you started rolling. You got to crawl before you walk. And right now, this is getting your foot in. I love that line. This is getting your foot into home ownership and allowing you to build equity. The next house you get in 3 years from now is going to be awesome. We can even rent this one out and utilize its potential to help pay down the debt on your next home and do exactly what your sister did with you guys and give them the opportunity to get their bigger home. Wouldn't you like to do the same?
Definitely. Yeah, I need to have that conversation with them, but I bet that house is already gone because all the people that were seeing it yesterday, and it's going to be under contract for 175 today.
Right. And that's the thing is we have those conversations, and that's like we break script. Sorry. we want to sit back down and talk to them about the expectations. But then we can let's have this conversation. We need to find a house that's an 80% home. What do you mean
was
by
the
that?
address? What was the address?
1926 West 44th Street.
It's still active.
Because all the offers were coming in last night and this morning.
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay.
still-
The only one that matters is your offer. Get them a seat at the table when they're negotiating.
True.
Yeah. As of right now, it's showing active. Let's put it that way.
But that's the thing is we talk about hedging out concern. You guys know what the 80% house is?
80% of what you're looking for, 10% you can live with, and 10% you're going to change anyway.
Too often buyers are looking for the perfect house.
There is no perfect house.
Do we want to sell them the perfect house anyways? Why not?
Learn to buy again soon.
Yeah, high five, Mara. Yeah, I mean that's the salesy side of me is we do want to make people forever homes, but we want to make sure that it's not perfect so they buy another house in 5 or 10 years. Move up or move down, it always happens. There's no such thing as a perfect home. It's right now, the house right now. Like shit, I bought my house in March, April this year. I already think I need to get a bigger one. I'm going to call my agent as soon as I get off this call and have a real talk with him. I need to sell it and get a bigger one or rent it out. But seriously, this is the conversation like I've been having with my family. I'm probably going to get a house that my mom can live in. So things can change that fast in less than a year. So we don't want to sell in the perfect house because everything changes. So it's important to stay at the top of them. But if you got a client that's super difficult, go back to the logical side of things and then evoke the emotion. Right now, you're paying somebody else's mortgage and you're building into their future. Logic is paying someone else's mortgage. Emotion, building their future. Because when I say you're paying someone else's mortgage so they don't have to, it's not nearly as impactful as I say you're paying somebody else's mortgage and building their future, not your own. What would it look like if you bought your own home, was able to invest in your own future, and then one day had the same opportunity they had to have somebody else pay for their future? And that becomes the linchpin. I thought Jennifer was raising her hand and she's just putting her visor down. I was like, oh. I have a question.
Slide.
The other thing I do is in the buyer consult, I just narrow it down to what are your top 3 must-haves. And that way we're ticking 3 boxes only. And then you can say this has everything on your must-have list.
Yeah, I gotta say, Samantha, you're freaking smart. We do the exact same thing. We do, and on top of that, we do in the buyer's consultation, which is what Dan was talking about. He mentioned a few times, I think just yesterday, is very important, right? So, and in that, you have your 3 must-haves and your 3 hell no's, right? So if any of your homes have one of those hell no's, you don't even look at them, right? It saves time, and it saves kind of what you're going through now too, like, and it's cool, it happens, but you'll be all right.
I couldn't stress anymore what Stormy said is buyer consultation, set expectations. I like that. Samantha, what are your top 3?
What are your 3 must-haves? That way, when we get to the one that's ticking those boxes, or I can preview them and say, I know this is going to be on the must-have list. You get in there, it has all 3 of your must-haves. You're not even worrying about the other, okay, maybe some things that aren't right. You just keep bringing them back to this is your must-have.
Right. We also ask that question, what's important about blank? So we can find out the root reason of those must-haves. I need a 3-bedroom with a den. Okay. What's important about that? Can we all say that, please? What's important about that?
Maybe he's going to be working out of his house.
What is that, Dick?
Maybe he's going to be working out of his house. I'd ask him more information about what, about his work schedule and stuff like that.
That's a good question. Be like, what's important about that? Tell me more.
Yes.
The simplest questions you can line up. What's important about blank? Tell me more. And people will literally just start spilling all the information. You don't believe me? When you make your care calls today, because I know you're going to make them, ask somebody. Tell me more. God, when was the last time someone said, hey, how's life? That's interesting. Tell me more. And what'd you do? You told them more.
The top consultant guy that posted recently, Dan, that most of us listened for 11 seconds. And he's like, I'm really going to endeavor to do that. No, I just thought that was an interesting statistic.
I don't doubt it. 11
seconds is a lifetime.
My attention span probably isn't 11 seconds.
Exactly. But how do we feel? Then do we feel listened to, So your questions of more probing questions is good.
Yeah, always a follow-up question. One, it helps you internalize what they just said. Two, if you did what I do sometimes and your brain skips, squirrel, and you forgot half of the thing they just said and you ask them to tell you more, they can probably fill in those details. Or if it's super engaging in the conversation, you can usually get a tell you more, or, hey, that's interesting. What's important about that? And get a more seated answer that you can really leverage on later on down the line. But if you go, oh, that's nice, great, and then move on, they're going to be like, you don't care. Like, I just told you that my dad died. Okay, great. Don't be me. Don't do that.
And we do tend to try to problem solve all the time. So again, it's just working on those skills of listening more and not always. I mean, I know we're problem solvers, but like you've said, you don't know what the problem is until you really get people to talk to you. So
and it could be a skill. That's why we always want to go at least 3 deep. What's important about that? Tell me more. That's interesting. What do you mean by blank? That way you can find out. Anyway, so somebody, hey, Miss Samantha, what do you think about this house?
Nice.
It's nice? What do you mean by nice?
I mean, I like the countertops in the kitchen, and I like that it doesn't have carpet and it's all tile. It's okay.
What's important about not having carpet?
My husband has allergies, so not having carpet is better for us.
Oh, tell me more.
Oh, it just when it holds a lot of dust, the carpet, and so that can really irritate his allergies. So it's really nice that this home has all tile throughout.
Notice how we got a 1-word answer and then got a couple of sentences. I found out she liked the countertop, and then floors didn't have carpet. What's important about not having carpet? Husband has allergies. Now we have a health and safety solution that maybe we didn't know about. Again, could have been just as simple as, what do you think about this house? It's okay. All right, cool. Well, on to the next one. Well, maybe we never found out that information about the allergies. And the next 6 homes we're going to show have the thick shag carpet and a carpet wall. Exactly. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all used to party. I see you. I see you down there. That's why it's important. Ask those questions. Be very engaged in the conversation. Be present. Care. But ask questions so you can find out more information, because it's really easy to make the right decision when you have all the answers.
Dan, if I could just say this, we used to say, when someone says to us something is nice, the definition of nice is when your best friend asks you what you think of the person they're dating, and you don't think much of them, just say they're nice. Nice does not mean much at all, so you have to get more information.
That's not a best friend, Dick. If I ask my best friends, they don't think about my girlfriend and they don't like her, oh, they're gonna tell me.
Well,
nice
what's to like about Heather?
What's that?
What's not to like about her?
Well, we can talk offline. First off, she's dating me, so clearly she has terrible judgment.
Well, we have to get her some glasses.
Yeah, but that's one of the important things is don't let your conversations be surface. And what I mean by that is just pacifying, casual. How's your day? Great. Define great. How do you like the house? It's okay. Well, what do you mean by okay? Make people challenge their answers. Make them get deep into it, and you can find out that information about the allergies. We can find out, well, I can see myself living here, but it's just a little small. Well, what do you mean about that? Well, our furniture's not going to fit. What's more important to you, your furniture fitting or the house fitting? Because people get hung up, and I happen to know that this family that Robin's working with has big furniture, and that's one of their big concerns, because I've seen that on an email before. I remembered that. I'm sorry, what's easier to find, a new couch or a house that fits in your budget? For me, it's a new couch. New couch is a pain in the ass to me. I've gone through 3 of them in a year. Any other topics? We kind of beat that one up. Did I just scare you all?
Has anybody been using the new social media called Parler? It's like Facebook.
I tried to sign up for it. Didn't work.
Didn't work. Okay, I just wondered.
Yeah.
And there's another one called MeWe or something like that.
Yeah, Mayway or MeWay.
It's MEWE. I know nothing about it either.
I barely do enough on my social media now.
I know. I don't need to learn another 2.
God, it's taken me 20 years to figure out Facebook, and I'm still confused.
Yeah, it's tough.
One of the things interesting, just a quick sidebar comment here on Facebook. Ever since they changed the way it looks, when I sign on, there's been far less activity than there was before. And I'm starting to think that a lot of people have bailed or are just not liking Facebook because they changed the whole look of it. Everybody was used to the way it was, and they pay people to change it. And it's like, why would you change something that's working so well? All I know is that it seems to me the people that normally would be on the feeds and talking and doing a lot of stuff, I'm seeing far less new posts and new activity on this new version of Facebook. I don't know if anybody else has figured that out or seen that or not, or maybe it's not changed for you depending on the people that are on your feeds. But mine, I go in and look at my feed today, and I'm not going to go very far down the feed and run into the same stuff I saw yesterday.
I got a notification the other day from Instagram saying that they were holding certain, I don't know if it's certain or all stories or all posts for a certain amount of time to make sure that they're not affecting the election. So that might have something to do with it too, maybe, but I don't know.
Welcome to social censoring.
Yeah,
But that is not something we're going to get into because that is a dangerous rabbit hole.
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to throw that out there. That could be the reason too.
Well, it's also
I was going to notice by Facebook that they wanted me to wear a mask when I go online on Facebook. I don't know why, but they thought it was a good idea.
Just wear your Lone Ranger mask. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
I think also Facebook goes by algorithms. So I think if you don't have any regular activity, then you might not be seeing certain things. So I heard it helps if you, instead of pressing the like button, you press the heart button on people's posts. And so then you start seeing each other's posts. I don't know if that's still true.
I heart everything.
Yeah, I try to heart a lot of stuff. I don't just like it anymore. I do the heart because I want people to see my posts as well, especially if I'm having an open house. So
honestly, best engagement is to leave comments of 4 words or more.
True.
Interact with people, and that actually is the best possible engagement for anyone. It doesn't even matter what kind either. You can like and then comment, and then other people will. It's all about engagement.
I'm actually going to get a social media class going for the Market Center. so we can talk about these strategies and best practices so you guys can utilize it. It's one of the things I think is going to be helpful in your lead generation to help build your business, because the outreach you have in social media is larger than it's ever been. There's more people on social media now than they've ever had. And it's important that we utilize it and take advantage of the opportunities that we have in front of us. So.
Yeah, that'd be a good class. We need to know, because the algorithms change and all that kind of stuff. It's good to know what the best practices are for making the algorithm work.
I can't even spell it, let alone use it.
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 You're welcome. I love it when you guys catch on to the jokes in the morning. Some of you are not awake, and I love it. It's okay. So remember the important questions today of what's important about that. Tell me more. What do you mean by? Get people to really delve into explaining what they mean so that you can have a better understanding of what their conversation you're having. You may be talking about 3 different things and you don't know it. So let's get on the same page with your clients. It helps you create rapport. Mirror and match, like we've been doing a lot on the scripts call, but also make sure that you start those conversations by picking up the phone. You know, it's this thing, looks like a block, costs you about $1,000 or so, has a bunch of games on it. You just, at the bottom, it looks like a phone. You can actually use it to talk to people that aren't in front of you. Just saying. I don't know if you guys knew that. Just throwing it out there. You guys can pick up that thing anytime you want. Call people. Usually talking to people will get you the opportunity to help them buy or sell real estate. I don't know. I Googled it last night and it said the number one way to talk to people is through the phone. So am I making my point heard?
Man, that made everybody just quiet.
It made my heart pitter and patter.
There ain't nothing worth not doing it. Think about the consequences if you don't pick up your phone, right? Someone else is going to sell your friend a house. All right, my friend.
No. Someone else is going to sell your client a house.
I talk about friends, so my clients just got here, so I'll talk to y'all guys later. See you in the morning, same color, same place, different shirt, something like that. I don't know. Happy Thursday, guys.
Happy Thursday. Bye.